Yes, so, without further ado, let's travel back to Tudor England. Enjoy the show. We joined the Parr family as Mum Maud is doing what busy mums do best, multitasking. Anne is sitting in the corner, reading.
I can't find my Latin primer.
Wasn't me, it was William.
It's not fair.
I'm hungry.
I'm starving.
Elizabeth put my doll in the potty.
What's the French for bottom?
Ugh, you're a bottom.
Mum, I want to show you my embroidery. I embroidered an M or maybe an N.
Whee! Let's play birds.
Children, that's enough. I have to go to work.
Can we come? I'd love to be at the King's Court with all those fancy people.
Glittering jewels and beautiful dresses.
Oh, the latest dances and amazing pageants.
You're so lucky to be a lady in waiting, Mum, and work at the palace.
I do love my job. Queen Catherine of Aragon is everything a queen should be, brave and strong and kind. Oh, but she's been through so much sadness. Most of her poor children have not survived. Yet she bears life's hardships with such dignity. I feel very proud to call her my mistress.
What about the king, Mum?
Oh, well, he's a fine man, chivalrous and loyal, a great leader.
We should do work experience.
Not right now, dear. I'm far too busy to have you all under my feet. But maybe you'll get to visit when you're older.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, children. Be good.
Bye, Mum.
Bye, Mum.
Nobody ever notices me.
You know, Derek, I thought being a Royal Palace guard would be a bit more exciting. I feel like we've been stood here for ages.
Yeah, well, we have, Eric, mate. That last scene was years ago. All them kids are grown up now.
Really?
Yeah, the mum passed away and one of the daughters has now come here to the palace to serve Queen Catherine.
Really? What year is it?
It's 1531. Come on, we're due for our break, mate.
Who are you?
I'm Anne Parr, Your Majesty. I'm here to be your new lady in waiting. My mother served you.
Oh, yes, your mother, Maud. Lovely woman. Welcome, child. Oh, though things around here are not the same as in your mother's day. The king has seen fit to discard me like a piece of rotten fruit. But I am, and always will be, Queen of England.
Oh, no. I am sorry to hear about your troubles, Your Majesty. My mother loved you. She would hate to see you sad. Is there anything that I can do to help you?
Oh, bless you, child. You cannot give me a healthy son. And you cannot make my husband see that those around him are manipulating and using him. This is my emblem, the pomegranate. It is the ancient symbol of Aragon, my mother and father's kingdom. My lineage is impeccable and my pedigree ancient. I am England's queen and Henry's wife. But his head has been turned. My symbol, the pomegranate, mocks me. I cannot bear healthy sons, and Henry is being led to believe it is because God is punishing him, angry at the fact I am his older brother's widow. He believes God is punishing him. He has borne no punishment. He does not know what it is like to deliver a dying child.
I am so sorry, madam.
I don't understand. A king is a king. A queen is a queen. And a marriage is a marriage.
But what if the seeds aren't children, madam? They could be all the souls that you pray for so diligently, or the ideas that you've had that you've passed on to those who have loved and served you. Seeds can be memories. They seem small and still now, but they'll grow into tall trees. And your daughter, Princess Mary, she's of your blood. And if life doesn't buffet her too harshly, she could use her strength and her great pedigree for good. She could be your greatest legacy.
Yet I fear for her, separated from her mother's love, being prisoner of her gender. She is vulnerable. I am Queen of England, yet I can do nothing.
Your Majesty, if I may, you still love her. You pray for her and think tenderly of her. Surely that is not nothing in God's eyes.
This is true. You are wise beyond your years, young lady. Let the winds carry our blessings to her heart.
Your Majesty, it's 1533 and I'm afraid it's time to go. The king has banished you from court.
What? No.
Oh, it's true, Your Majesty. He's dissolving your marriage and taking a new wife. He says you must now lead a life of obscurity in Kimbolton.
Where's that?
Exactly.
I will use the time to serve God and to pray for my husband's soul.
Shall I come with you, madam?
No, child. Stay here and serve the person who thinks she can be queen. This place needs as many good, honest souls as it can get.
Oh. Goodbye, Your Majesty. I'm sorry to see you go.
Bless you, child. Goodbye.
Oh, I didn't see you there. Who are you?
Oh, I'm sorry, Your Majesty. I'm Anne Parr. We served Queen Catherine together.
Did we?
Yes, and now I'm charged with serving you.
Oh, and I bet you've been told how awful I am and how dreadful I'll be, and you'll sneeze in my tea and put bogies on my pillow.
What? No, Your Majesty. I'm here to serve you, and serve you I will. I know that you are a great book learner, and that you have travelled widely and seen many things. Things done differently to here.
Oh, change is what this court needs. Henry needs a son, which, God willing, I can provide. But more importantly, the kingdom needs a new direction. I've lived in the foreign courts. Oh, they're so much more advanced than we are here. The learning, the debates, oh, the fashion even. France, well, you can imagine. Oh, and Austria.
Oh, Austria. Oh, the times I've sat in the garden with a can of Foster's trying to start the Barbie in the Rain, wishing I was in Austria.
Yes. Oh, and I've learnt so much about the new Reformed religion. It's wonderful. Religion with all the bad bits that have been put in erroneously, taken out, so that the word of God can be understood by ordinary people in their own languages.
That sounds very modern, madam.
Oh, yes. Modern and necessary. I can help Henry see that he is bound to no man, especially not a pope. That he is subject only to God. I'm going to use my influence with the king to bring this court right up there with the best in Europe.
And you needed to be queen to have that authority?
Absolutely. Mistresses get the odd cast-off dress or spare jewel, but they have no real power, no control, nothing. Take, for example, the way the king treated my sister. Used her as his mistress, then Cast her aside like an old cheese rind. Well, he's not going to do that to me.
Oh, I can understand that, Anne. I'd hate for anyone to hurt my sister like that. But what about Catherine of Aragon?
Yeah. I do feel bad about her, but she should have gone quietly. All Henry wants is an heir, and she could have had a decent enough life, but she couldn't be pragmatic, didn't have a vision for her future, stuck in the past with her oh-so-illustrious ancestors.
But we're women, Your Majesty. How much can we really do?
We can do what we are brave enough to do. You know, abroad, there are wonderful women, strong women who have used their influence and power to advocate for change and to really guide their peers and subjects. Louise of Savoy, Marguerite of Angoulême, Margaret of Austria. These women were not content with being silent ornaments. They could learn, reason, and debate. And the culture in Europe is so different. The conventions of courtly love, the chivalrous and gallant ideals for courtiers, not like the scheming old toads we have around here. Cromwell.
Oh, that does sound wonderful, madam.
Oh, I'll lend you some books. I'll put out the Bible in English and in French. And some books talking about the new religion.
Oh, I'd love that, thank you. But aren't you worried about the Conservative faction at court? You know, people will be quick to cut down all the heads of any tall flowers.
No, I'm not going to be silenced by them. I'm experienced, educated, capable. I can handle it. Right, I've got a meeting with the Archbishop about my charitable foundations and the university scholars I'm going to sponsor. But, well, it was nice meeting you, Alison.
It's the same name as hers. Oh, I can see why the king's fallen in love with her. She's a jewel. She sparkles. But I'm worried. She sees her role as helping to govern, as promoting the new religion, as reigning with her husband. But Henry doesn't. All he wants in a wife is a son-bearer. That's it. I've heard him saying just that to all his courtiers. But do I tell her? Do I tell her to be careful? Is it my place? Oh, I don't know. She has so much more experience than me. No, it's not my place. I'll stay silent. Maybe it'll all work out for the best.
I'm late, my horse broke down.
Don't tell me oats instead of barley again.
Every time. What date is it?
It's 1536, and it looks like we've missed them. There's no one here.
Hello there. Yoo-hoo.
Oh, hello, love. Who are you?
I'm lady in waiting to the Queen.
What? The new one?
What?
Well,
nobody knows this.
Yeah.
But Anne Boleyn's about to be executed.
What? What for?
Well, supposedly having 6 fingers, too many boyfriends, and being a witch. Oh, and treason. But I reckon it's because she's got too powerful for Cromwell, and when Henry told him to get rid of her for not having a son, he took her a bit too literally.
Yeah, Thomas a Becket job. And he wants someone who he can order around without them answering back.
Bingo.
Well, can I go and see her?
Oh, no chance. She's in the tower, love. You best get going to the new Queen, JaneSeymour. It'd be good for her to have someone with experience on her side.
Yeah. Take care, Agnes. See you around.
It's, never mind.
Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm JaneSeymour. But shh, keep it on the quiet and the down low, because I'm trying not to be seen, recognised or noticed. And especially not the king. The trouble is, my brothers and my dad are very ambitious, and they wanted me to be the new queen. So they kept accidentally pushing me in front of him when he was around, or accidentally tripping me up when I was a few feet away from him. Honestly, I'd rather have married a bear than King Henry. I just want to stay out of trouble. No Drama is my middle name. Jane, no drama, Seymour. Or I wish it was anyway. Oh, hello. I didn't notice you there. Are you new?
Not exactly, Your Majesty. We served together in Queen Anne Boleyn's household and Catherine of Aragon's.
Did we? Did we? How on earth do you do it? Stay invisible like that? I try so hard. Literally, all I wanted was to stay off the radar, stay in the shadows. But I only got love letters and gifts from the one person I was trying to avoid, the king. I've got all sorts of disguises to make him not notice me, and they're all brilliant. I don't understand what's going wrong.
Well, could I see them, the disguises? Maybe I could help.
Oh, that would be great. Okay, close your eyes and count up to 3. And when you open them, tell me if you can see me or not.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. I'm opening my eyes now. Yeah, I can just make you out.
Oh, drat. This is a good one. How about now?
No, I'm afraid you can still be recognised.
Oh, you'll never see me in this one.
I can see you, Jane.
Oh, what about now?
Sorry.
No. What am I going to do?
Oh, Jane, don't worry. Henry noticed you because you were different to Anne.
I just wanted a quiet life. Marriage to someone undemanding. Children, a couple of Labradors, and a gin and tonic garden with a bit of unobtrusive topiary.
Well, I bet you could get all the topiary you like.
Yes, but I might not live long enough to appreciate it.
Hold on a minute, Jane. You've done nothing wrong. He's chosen you because he likes you. He thinks you'll be a great queen. Just be yourself.
Like Anne Boleyn was.
No, you're very different to her.
Right, so Anne Boleyn loved the latest fashions. I'll wear vintage. Anne Boleyn liked the new religion. I like the old one, but not as old as Catherine of Aragon's religion. Anne Boleyn's symbol was a falcon. I'll ban birds. And Catherine of Aragon's emblem was a pomegranate, and well, that's no problem because I've always hated them. Loads of teeny weeny pips for very little fruit. And it's very sour with all that pith. Nigella did an ice cream recipe with them once, but it literally tasted like pink condensed milk.
Jane, you're lovely. The king's fallen in love with you. Relax. Try to enjoy it.
Well, I'll try. Now all I've got to do is pop out an heir and a spare, and I'm all set up.
Let's hope so, Your Majesty. Let's hope so.
Woohoo! Good old Jane. She only went and done it, didn't she?
Yeah, brilliant. Well done, her, giving birth to a healthy son. Let's hope things are a bit more stable around here from now on. Can't be doing all these comings and goings.
Yeah, I hear you, mate. Well, here's to high days and holidays with no more unexpected deaths for a while.
I'm sorry, gentlemen, but we all hoped and celebrated too soon. Prince Edward, the baby, lives, but Queen Jane is dead.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's terrible.
She looks so radiantly happy with the babe in her arms. I must make sure that Edward does not want for a loving and kind household around him. Good day to you both.
God, that's a shame. Who was that woman, by the way?
One of the Queen's ladies, Amanda.
Oh.
Or was it Ada?
Come on, let's go and get some fresh air, mate. Bring on 1540, that's what I say. Morning, mate. You'll never guess what. It's here.
1540?
Yeah.
That was quick.
Yeah. Funny that, isn't it? Anyway, that's not what I'm talking about. A new one has just arrived from Germany.
What? Howdy?
No, not an Audi, the Queen.
Oh, what's she like?
Well, she seems fine to me. She's regal, smiley, remarkably noble for a royal. Don't speak any English, though.
Probably a good thing with all the gossiping and blathering round here. Good luck to the lass, I say.
Yeah, I got a feeling she's going to need it.
Yeah, see you later.
Four-spring duck technique.
Oh, Henry, please stop approaching me like that in disguise. We are not used to it in my country. I am finding it very disconcerting.
Oh no, Your Majesty. It is only I, and Herbert, one of your new ladies in waiting. Yes, I heard what happened in Rochester. Please, English people aren't always dressing out and jumping up on people.
You're sure you're not Henry?
No, I'm Anne, and I'm here to serve you.
Oh, thank goodness for that. Can you imagine? There I was in Rochester, so tired after my weeks of traveling to this strange land. I was just looking out of the window at some strange English entertainment to do with bears and juggling around. And this big hairy man comes bursting in and grabs me. And honestly, I would have called the police, but they have not been invented yet.
Oh dear. Yes, that was an unfortunate misunderstanding. But I can tell you everyone is very impressed with you. All the reports coming back to court have said how beautiful and noble you are and most suitable to be our new queen. I'm really looking forward to getting to know you, Anne, and if there's anything I can do to help you, please just let me know. I've served all the queens since Catherine, so if you've got any questions.
Oh, I do appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh, your English is very good, Your Majesty.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, the Duolingo on the boat. The trouble is, Henry is very detached. It's almost as though he is changing his mind about the marriage. And it's a bit late for that now, surely.
Politics, isn't it?
Yeah. They think us ladies don't know what's going on, but they forget we have ears too. What with Henry's break from Rome, I know he was looking for the Allies and my brother. Oh, well, the dollar signs lit up in his eyes when Thomas Cromwell came a-calling, wanting to do an alliance deal.
JaneSeymour had pushy brothers too.
Oh, is that the queens that died?
I'm afraid they all died.
Oh, great. The thing is, now Henry is cozying up to the emperor against my brother and against the king of France. The emperor is my brother's sworn enemy. And here I am, stuck in the middle. I think I am best out of it. And I do miss my mum.
Oh, I'm sorry, Anne. I know what that's like. Mine died nearly 10 years ago now, but she's always looking down, you know. Just try to imagine what she'd want you to do.
Oh, she'd want me to survive, that's for sure.
Look, if you submit yourself to the king's wishes whilst retaining your royal dignity.
Ah, that's the thing. How can I do that? I want to get away from this court, and I certainly don't want to be his mistress. Oh. And although I miss my mum terribly, I am not keen on going back to get bossed around by my brother again.
Your brother. That's it. Write to Henry, tell him you'll agree to anything he says about dissolving the marriage, and you'll be happily known his beloved sister. You'll have status, respect, income, and a property befitting the sister of a king. It's worth a try.
Oh, you're a genius, Abigail. Thank you. You can come with me if you like.
Thank you, Your Majesty, but I think I'm needed here. Also, my German's not good enough. Versprung, Dirk, Technik and all that.
Actually, I prefer the lesser-known Jaguar slogan, which is grace, space, peace. I'm out of here. Auf Wiedersehen, pet.
Oh, she's going to be just fine.
Here, what time do you call this, mate? It's 15:42. Where have you been?
Sorry I'm late. I had all this annual leave to take, so me and the wife went down to a caravan park in Weston-super-Mare. Great fun. Haven't missed anything, have I?
Well,
things would have calmed down a bit with that nice German queen. Everything okay?
Not exactly.
Oh, blinking heck. What's I missed time?
Oh, it's not good, I'm afraid. There was some political stuff going on in Europe with Anne of Cleves' brother and the Emperor and the Pope or something. And plus, he didn't fancy her for some reason, so he got the marriage annulled, didn't he? Now she, clever woman, didn't make a fuss, and she's gone off to live in the country somewhere as the king's adopted sister.
What?
Oh, no. Anyway, the king got infatuated with Catherine Howard, young girl, Anne Boleyn's cousin. But it turns out that she'd had other boyfriends in the past, mind, and Henry went ballistic.
Someone ratted on her.
Oh, does that surprise you? I mean, round here, people are horrible. Dodgy people from her past kept turning up, wanting stuff off of her to keep her stum. Worst thing is, it looks like she had a horrible childhood, and then some bloke promised he'd marry her, and the family sent him off to Ireland, and then there was another bloke, apparently, too.
I would have told Henry up front.
Would you, though? Really?
I guess not. Anyway, let me guess, it all came out in the end. Are they going to banish her, send her to a nunnery, and confiscate all the stuff her relatives got when she married him?
Well, you'd think, but no. Her relatives have all disowned her so they can all keep their stuff. And they've passed a court act making not disclosing everything about your life to the king treason. In retrospect, they're going to chop her head off today.
Bloody hell.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. And guess how old she is?
Go on.
Same age as my daughter. My Bess is caught in that baker from down Itching way. He's lousy at baking. If it ain't got a soggy bottom, it's overbaked. And he ain't got much in the way of ambition. But he's a kind lad. And he'll make someone a good husband. You know, sometimes I'm glad I'm not royal.
Tell me about it. You get no peace in a caravan park.
Come on, it's time for our break, mate. It's going to be a long old day.
I'm so sorry. It's not good news. The execution's going ahead, Catherine. But I'm here. I'll be with you every step of the way.
I wish I could have told him. I wish I could have told him everything. But I was so happy. I thought if I just kept quiet, then my past would be forgotten.
I knew something wasn't right when that woman came to court. Joan, the one who you knew at your old house in Lambeth. She was blackmailing you, wasn't she?
Yes. And Francis Derham, my first love. We were going to be married, but he changed. He wanted advancement, a cushy job like they all did. And then Mary, the chambermaid, who I thought was my friend, showed up spreading gossip about me, hoping she'd get a payout. They all used me. Everybody uses me, then humiliates me. I feel so ashamed.
Catherine, listen to me. There are a lot of people around here who have cause to be ashamed, but you are not one of them. People have used you, yes, but that is to the damnation of their souls, not yours. And as for all those hypocrites who bang on about the new religion and the old religion, whatever languages their Bibles are in, they need to actually open them up and read them. Exodus chapter 20, verse 13.
Thou shalt not kill.
Exactly. It's not rocket science.
What's rocket science?
Not entirely sure, but it sounds complicated. Anyway, those idiots have got their way, yes. They will do to you what they did to Anne Boleyn, yes. But you must not be ashamed. Hold your head up. You are a good, sweet person, and you've been wronged by too many people. Now think, in this terrible situation, what can you control?
Nothing.
Not nothing, Catherine. Show them. Show them who you are. You're a queen, a young lady who is committing her soul to God, a soul that is pure and noble.
All my life, I've just sailed along, trying to make the best of things. I've never harmed anyone. How can life be so cruel?
Oh, we don't know God's purposes, Catherine, but you've not been cruel, even though life has been cruel to you, and God knows that. Now, you're going to go to heaven, to be in peace and tranquility, away from all this bloody mess down here.
Really? Am I really going to heaven, Anne?
Yes. Yes, you are.
Gordon Bennett. That was depressing.
Tell me about it. Work at the palace, they says. Glitz and glamour, they says. They didn't say anything about teenagers getting their heads chopped off.
Yeah, well, there's not a lot we can do about it, my friend.
I know. Let's go home and say our prayers.
And thank the Lord that we are not pretty ladies.
Hello? Hello? Can you all hear me? So much has happened and I'm desperate to talk to someone about it, but they're all too busy. Now, you look like you're very noble, trustworthy people, though. I'll spill the tea. So after all that business with poor Catherine Howard, King Henry decided he wanted his next wife to be a safe pair of hands, a widow, someone from court, someone who knew how things would burn round here. So he only went and chose my sister Catherine, didn't he? Well, this was big news, especially for my sister, who was actually hoping to marry this guy called Thomas Seymour, who, personally, I think he's a bit of a creep, but round here it's all relative, I suppose. Anyway, Henry married my sister and she became queen. And I basically carried on doing my job, serving whoever wears the crown, which is great as I love my sister and I want to do anything I can to protect and support her. Our brother William is totally over the moon at how things have turned out because now our family is totally minted, or Keiko Bako, as Derek would say. Trouble is, whenever anyone is successful, there are always people waiting in the wings to take them down. And it wasn't long before the Conservative faction at court was planning just that. Good job they didn't notice me sitting there.
Now, what's the date, Lord Weasley, my closest friend and partner in crime? I mean, philanthropy.
It's 1545, Bishop Gardiner, your extreme holiness.
Well, high time for some plotting and scheming. My favourite hobby, apart from making tiny clay models of farm animals.
How about the new queen, Catherine Parr? Any dirt on her?
Well, she's educated, clever, witty, pretty, and an all-round decent person.
Oh, sorry, sir. So we don't go after her, then?
What? Are you mad? Of course we go after her. We don't want decent people, least of all women with opinions at court. They'll show us right up.
Yeah.
Also, She's got loads of property and jewels, which I could have for myself when we take her down.
Yourself, sir?
Ourselves. I mean, which we can have for ourselves when we take her down. Yes, these women, if they're educated, they think they can have influence at court, thinking they can rule alongside us like Anne Boleyn all over again. And we all know what happened to her, don't we?
Which one was she again?
Beheaded, Ninny, beheaded.
Yeah.
So, we need to start some rumours, ASAP.
She's got 6 fingers?
No, it's been done.
Says her prayers backwards?
Too obscure.
Puts pineapple on pizza.
Steady on.
She's really a man.
No, we're not going there. Definitely not. I know. We'll have her room search for any books, and we can make up some rhubarb about how dangerous they are. And don't let her see the king. And then you can go and arrest her, and we can find another woman who will do what we want to replace her.
Catherine Parr's going down.
I have to warn my sister.
Arrested? Treason? Me? How do you know?
I was there. I heard everything that Bishop Gardiner and Risley said.
Well, they didn't see you.
Of course they didn't. Nobody ever notices me.
Hang on. Dr. Wendy was going on about some sort of plot.
Who's Dr. Wendy?
Oh, you remember, he's the
No,
one I told...
Never mind. Tell me later. We need to do something now.
Right. You're the first one. Get a horse and go find the king. Tell him I'm at death's door and he needs to come and see me. Oh, I know you find it difficult to be forthright, but you must not take no for an answer. Tell him I'm dying and I need to see him one last time. While you're gone, I'll clear the rooms of all these books, anything they might use against us. But oh my gosh, where am I going to put them? They'll search everywhere.
The laundry.
Genius. We'll meet again, God willing. Godspeed, sister. I do love you.
I love you too now. God be with you.
I'm really sorry, Steve, Your Majesty, but Bishop Gardiner has sent us.
We need to search your rooms for anything that looks like a book.
Book? What's that?
Well, to be honest, Your Madge, we're not quite sure. I think it looks like a small table with no legs.
Or a little dog that don't move.
No, that's a footstool.
Is it?
No, I haven't seen any of those books you mention around here. But here, let me help you look.
That's awfully kind of you, Your Madge. No luck. There's no books here or anyone else in the palace.
We've looked everywhere and not found any.
We've looked in the inner chambers,
the outer chambers,
the brewery,
the presence chamber,
the withdrawing chamber,
the stables,
the lobby,
the bakehouse,
the brewery. Well, everywhere except the laundry. I'm allergic to household chores.
I'm scared of knickers.
Well, we're sorry to have bothered you, ma'am. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello there. Have you seen my sister? I got the message to the king that my sister was so very ill and she was so desperate to see him, and I think it's worked. Henry has gone to see her, but he's so unpredictable. I don't know whether they'll kiss and make up or he'll put her in a pie. And Risley the Rotter, he's already assembled a load of thugs to arrest her. I put some pottage in his shoes to slow him down, but it might be too late. I did try to find a banana skin to make him slip up, but they don't come to England until 1633, so it's hopeless. Oh, I don't know what's going to happen, but one thing's for certain. I can't stand by and let another woman lose her head to this ridiculous regime. I can see them. Catherine and Henry. There they are. Let's go and eavesdrop. But don't worry, they won't see me. Nobody ever does.
You, up woman, Catherine Parr, you're under arrest for treason. I'm taking you to the Tower of London.
Get your grubby little paws off my queen.
But I have orders.
Shut it, knave.
But I have orders from Bishop Gardiner.
From whom do you take your orders?
You, Your Majesty. Sorry, Your Majesty. Anything you say, Your Majesty.
Now go and stand in the corner while I work out what to do with you.
I knew I should have gone into IT.
Don't be too harsh on Risley and Stephen Gardiner, Your Madge.
Why ever not? They plotted against you. They tried to bamboozle me. They deserve everything they get.
Well, when you put it like that.
Your Majesties, congratulations for foiling such a foul plot. That was a close one.
Thank you, dear. You may now go. Who's she?
She's my sister, and Herbert.
Alexa? Alexa!
Really bad connection in here, mate.
Yeah.
Oh. Hello, chaps. Can I help you?
Oh, we came to find you, actually.
Yeah, to say goodbye. We're leaving. Going to start up a waffle cafe with our wives in Letchworth Garden City.
Waffles is the new Bitcoin.
And you've always been good to us. We wanted to wish you well.
Thank you. I am sorry to see you go, but good luck with your new venture. It sounds exciting.
Oh, thank you, my lady. You've been a lovely mistress. We hope you meet someone and settle down soon. You make a cracking wife for someone, you know.
Guys, I got married in 1538 to the Earl of Pembroke. We've got 3 kids. You two were at the wedding.
Were we? Were we?
Yes, I mean, well, to be fair, there are an awful lot of weddings around here.
Yeah,
well,
they all seem to blend into one another.
All the best, love.
Bye, guys. Waffles. And that's it, really. The end of my story so far. But you'll have to excuse me. As you can see, I've got my own family now. And all my days of fading into the background are most definitely behind me.
Mum, can we go see Auntie Kate and Uncle Bowie VIII?
In a minute. Now put your shoes on, my darling. And remember, his name is Henry, and you need to call him Your Majesty.
Auntie Kate said you saved our bacon.
Well, it was Dr. Wendy, really. Oh.
Who's Dr. Wendy? I want some bacon.
Oh, we'll have bacon tomorrow for breakfast. And I won't get you nothing, you know. You really must remember your manners.
Sorry, Mum.
Mum, Edward keeps making funny faces at me.
Edward, don't make faces like that. If the wind changes, you'll stay like it. Anne, your kettle's over there on the chair. Now, I heard that. Put it back right now.
Mum, there's
It's a shadow. Don't you worry, sweet pea.
Mum,
We'll have cakes with the King and Queen in 5 minutes. And we're going out on Tuesday.
Have you got superpowers, Mum?
Oh, don't be silly, my love. There are a lot of situations in life where we don't have a lot of power at all. But just remember to listen, to learn, be kind, and you'll grow into decent, good enough human beings. You don't need superpowers for that.
And that is your curtain. Performing tonight were Karen Stone, Andrew Elric, Tony Harris, Catherine Pugh, Catherine Serrell, Glynis Riddle, Samantha Stott, and Elizabeth L. McPherson, Director, Technical Person Extraordinaire. And now we invite you all to turn your microphones on and cameras if you'd like to speak to us. But if you have to leave, thank you for joining us tonight, and we hope you enjoyed it.